But guys, like I always say, I believe in you, the universe believes in you, but most importantly, you believe in yourself. Do not contemplate or do not even think that you cannot do it, because I know for a fact you can do it. We're going into a new year, a new season, and it's a perfect time for you to start a business and to really create that second stream of income. And signing up with Printify is the best way to do that. What's going on, guys, and welcome to NyesWorld TV. Today we will be reacting to a phenomenal video. Are you someone who's just started your print on demand business and you're really struggling for sales? This video is going to be very insightful because we're going to be looking for someone who's been selling for years and who's done phenomenal with their print on demand business. But you know what? I'm not even going to talk no more. Let's just watch the video. Let's go.
My products are selling and my customers like my products. Why is building a community or a brand useful to me at all?
I think ultimately the term brand to me is not, you making a logo, attaching it to your site, and then having like recognition there. The term brand to me means building a space for your niche, right? If you can build a really cool site where your niche feels like when they purchase products from you that they are joining your team, or they're joining your club or something like that. When they follow you on social media, that's them essentially joining your club, your team. To me, that.
Guys, with this now, when it comes to actually building a brand, it is super important to obviously have something that resonates with your customers. Because if you're someone who wants to build your own brand, it needs to be targeted to the audience you're going for. So if you want to build a sports brand, if you want to target people who are involved in fitness or anything like that, you need to come up with a product that resonates with them. For this man here, building a community is super, super important, and that is for two reasons. Number one, you want to have a loyal customer base, and then number two, you want reoccurring customers. And if you build this beautiful community, you will have people always coming back to buy more. And that is the most important thing for your business. You don't want to just have one purchase. You want 1, 2, 3, 4, and you want it reoccurring. So really concentrate on quality over quantity when it comes to building your brand and also when it comes to your print on demand business. But you know what? Let's keep
one who thinks that they have a working niche, but they don't really. And what do they have to do after that?
Sure. I think when it comes to choosing a niche, like I said before, that's the first step in making sure that you have a winning product. One of the biggest mistakes I think that people do is they start their print-on-demand store and they think they have a niche, and they really don't. To me, a niche is defined as a group of people that share an interest. It's a skill they have. It's a hobby they do. It's a job they have, or something like that. And ultimately, something that sometimes people do is they'll start a store called like printedlegging.com, and then they'll make a whole bunch of like abstract patterns and they'll put them on the leggings and they'll try to sell them. And like I said before,
having an actual niche is super important. I will relate to you when it comes to this. When I started my print on demand business, I was very scattergun with my approach. I was selling everything and anything. And then eventually, as my business started to grow, I started to learn that an important niche will get you very far. Like for me, I have a thing for architecture and home decor. So all my products, they surround these actual things. And this is what you have to do for when it comes to starting your actual business as well. Don't just be rushed and don't even don't be too hasty with things, because if you do this, you will struggle. So really, if you want to sell a product, I advise you do a lot of product research and then you start designing. You get signed up with Printify, then you start creating what you want to create. But I would say target one specific niche to help you with your business. Because if you do this, it will make life a lot more easier. If you're someone who's interested in gaming, focus on things relating to gaming. If you're someone who's interested in fitness, focus on something what's related to fitness. Don't just jump around and try and experiment with everything, because you won't be shocked if some things fail and some things perform. So make sure you sell something what you have a bit of a passion for, and your actual business journey would be a lot better. But you know what? Let's keep it.
Measure that a brand or a community is being built. How do you know that it's working for you in your favor?
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking strictly metrics, like the first one would be sales, right? If you're not selling anything, well, then the brand's not growing, you know. And then the second metric would just be followers, right? If you're on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or even Pinterest is a really big platform for certain niches as well. If you're not gaining in followers, then you're not growing, right? And then likewise, like I said before, if you're not selling, well, then your brand's also not growing.
Yeah.
Guys, again, this is another important thing what he said here, and I do agree with him 100%. How can you actually measure your success with your growth? And this is, again, by the numbers of followers, obviously what you get. But the thing is, followers is good, but they're not necessarily useful. This is why it's important to build an actual community within your brand, because you can have 1 million followers, but you only get 2 to 3 people who buy from you. And that does not sound good. It's better to have 1 million followers with 1,000 people ordering from you who are loyal customers than just having the 1 to 2, 3 people, but you have 1 million followers. It doesn't make no sense. But this is also a good way to really measure your actual metrics of your success and if your brand is growing. Because again, you can't be on the same amount of followers for a long period of time. Otherwise, your brand is not growing, because then your sales is not going to grow. So guys, it's all about growth, it's all about progression. So definitely take this into consideration, but let's keep it.
Some sellers can incorporate that level of branding in, like actually into their products, like branding their products in a way.
I mean, a lot of times there are going to be opportunities for actually like physical branding additions, right? So with Printify, you guys recently added custom branding inserts into certain products. You could certainly use those to drive your brand. At times, I've even actually included my store's logo in the design. I think
if you're a starter with your print-on-demand business and you're getting signed up with Printify, I would recommend using the actual Printify Insights, which is very good, and also to help you with your branding, to drive your branding a bit further and to really get it out there, I would recommend doing this, what he said as well. This will really help you for your business going forward, because if you're someone who is really fresh to the world of e-commerce and print on demand, you need to know these things to really boost your sales and really get you really out there and get you that real visibility. But the first thing, guys, step number 1 is obviously think of your product, okay? Step number 2, definitely get signed up with Printify. Step number 3, start designing. With your actual designs, be very bespoke and be very unique as well. You do not want to sell what everyone sells. Really do think outside of the box when you do this. But guys, like I always say, I believe in you, the universe believes in you, but most importantly, you believe in yourself. Do not contemplate or do not even think that you cannot do it, because I know for a fact you can do it. We're going into a new year, a new season, and it's a perfect time for you to start a business and to really create that second stream of income. And signing up with Printify is the best way to do that. So guys, make sure you like and you subscribe, and I will see you next week at the next show, okay? So like I always say, NyesWorld TV, we're out. See you later, guys.